Have you ever wondered why it is when you are trying to do good, you get so much fight and so much resistance? If you've ever wondered about these things and about questions like this, then this video is for you. Hey, my name is Casey and welcome to Created to Rise TV. And today I want to dig into something that for a long time throughout my entire life used to mess me up. I used to be like, why am I trying to do so much good and I'm getting so much fight and so much resistance? You know, when I try to do what is right, it seems like everything comes against me. Why is that? And what can I do about it? So let's go to our board. So the first scripture I want you to look at is Matthew chapter 5, verse 14. I want you to also keep an eye on Psalm 34, verses 19 to 20. And we're also going to look at 2 Timothy 3, verse 12. And to hammer the point home, if you don't take anything else away from this talk, I want you to take Psalm 37 as your go-to psalm when you are going through difficult things and when you feel like you're doing good in the world and so much strife and struggle is coming into your life. So let's talk about it right now. Now I've drawn something on my board here, which is a list, not a list, but a group of people. And I want to tell you who these group of people are. Now, when you look, there's something that immediately stands out, right? Immediately, this guy, this girl right here immediately stands out. And so Matthew 5:14 tells us that you are the light of the world. And what that means is that you, my friend, you, my fellow Christian, are this person. And if you notice something really cool here, this one stands out so much from the rest. In fact, you can't help but notice this person right here. Among all the other people, you can't help but notice this person right here. What this is illustrating, when Jesus said, "You are the light of the world, a city set on a hill can't be hid, and neither do you light a candle and put it under a basket." What he's trying to tell you is that you will always be easily identifiable. Easily identifiable. If you go into a field late at night where there's no light, a rural field, and you light up a candle, turn on a flashlight, or turn a light on, that light will be the most visible thing in that field. Now, you are going to be visible to everything, but you are not going to be able to see everything, and you are not going to be able to see everyone. Now, what this means is that you are extremely visible to both good and bad entities in the world. In other words, the dragon doesn't have to look very far to figure out who you are and where you are. He can see you a mile away. I don't care how far away I am on a clear night, I can see that light, that one light in that dark field. And you, my fellow Christian, you, my fellow lover of the Most High, you, my fellow person who are walking with Yeshua, Jesus the Christ, you are that light. And so the light's great because it will allow others to be drawn to you and to be able to love God because of you. But just remember, it'll also mean that the evil entities can see you as well, and they're going to want to attack you. They're going to want to resist everything that you're trying to do. They're going to want to block everyone else from coming and feeding and benefiting from the light that you are giving. Now, that's a principle you must understand. Now, what I want you to see also, I drew another little diagram here. Don't mind my artwork. This is the best I could do because I'm not an artist in that way. Anyway, so this is a baby. Now, if you notice, this baby has the same glow as this individual right here. And what this baby represents is you as an infant or at birth. So early on in your life, before you ever knew your potential, before you ever knew what you could accomplish, before you ever knew the destiny that God has in store for your life, guess what? You were, same concept applies, You are extremely visible. You are so visible that the evil entities, the devil and his angels, the dragon, already knows who you are. But get this, he knows who you are before you know who you are. He knows who you are before your parents know who you are. And so what he's going to do is he's going to try everything in his arsenal to try to turn you. And that is one of the biggest reasons that good people get so much resistance in the world. It's because you're the light of the world. You were sent here. You were called out to shine so that others can see and benefit from you. But when you do that, the evil entities will see you as well. Now, I know what you're thinking. First, you're going to think, well, maybe I need to dim that light down a little bit so that I don't get attacked. Absolutely not. Because that same scripture in Matthew 5 tells us that if you lose your saltiness, if you lose your light, if you lose your favor, then you're just like everybody else. You're not going to be good for anything. So that's one principle. But here's the other principle. In Psalm 34, 19 and 20, and also all of Psalm 37, our Father tells us a couple of things that is so beautiful. He says, don't you be worried about the evil person that seems like they're doing well. Don't you worry about that, because your end will be that of righteousness. I, the Father up in heaven, will take care of you. So you may meet some struggles, you may meet some resistance, but ultimately the victory is already yours. If you read the back of the book, you already win. You've already won. And the enemy just wants to convince you that that's not the case. So he's going to try everything to resist you. He's going to try everything to frustrate you. But remember what I said about your hedge of protection. He cannot break your hedge of protection. Only you can. So don't let him fool you. Don't let him tempt you. Don't let him beguile you. And don't let him stress you. The fact that you are facing resistance means that your light is shining. The fact that you are facing resistance is an indication that you are moving in a direction that is worthy. Nothing worthy or worthwhile happens without some resistance. If you go to the gym and you want to work out and get abs and get muscles, you can't do it sitting at the sofa. You can't do it eating donuts and watching TV. You have to get up and you have to work. You only build muscle by resistance. And so you, my friends, as the light of the world, you will meet resistance because you're visible. And that is a beautiful thing. Hey, this is Casey saying, I love you. And I want you to remember these scriptures. They're very wonderful and awesome scriptures to remember. Matthew 5:14, Psalm 34, 19 and 20, and 2 Timothy 3:12. But most important, if you are going through something right now, if you're meeting so much resistance and so much trouble, you don't know what to do with yourself, go to Psalm 37. It's one of my go-to Psalms that helps to remind me of God's promises to me. Hey, this is Casey on Created to Rise TV saying, keep your chin up, keep your head up, because you are the light of the world and you are destined to make a difference. And most importantly, you are destined to win. Thank you. I love you. And I'll see you in the next video.